Okay, my name's Wade Noble, and I'm directing this year's season for Theatre Bassaris, doing the play No Exit by Jean Paul Sartre. If you are familiar with our company at all, it's a company of emerging artists coming out of the university setting and making the transition into the professional world. So we aim to be as professional as possible while still being youthful. And the reason that No Exit appealed to me, well, it's always been my favorite play, and I've always been really big on existential philosophy and the questions that it raises and stuff like that. So I actually had quite a bit of trouble picking the play, but No Exit was always the first to come up when I thought about it, but I started reading other plays because, to be quite honest, it scares the fuck out of me because it's just such a monumental piece of drama and there are so many layers to it. So I started reading No Exit obsessively and over again, trying to form some sort of a premise, like a guiding light to structure my entire rehearsal process around and my vision for the play. And I was struck by the line, "You are your life and nothing else." And I just got to thinking, well, what does that mean? You are your life and nothing else. And then it started to raise a bunch of other questions about, what is morality, what is good and what is bad, and in a place devoid of God, who judges that? And then I started to think of myself like, well, there's the famous line from No Exit saying, hell is other people. But to me, hell isn't other people. Hell is yourself if you've led a life that is immoral or wrong. So I really wanted to question, morality and ethics. But in the same time, I wanted to do something where it also examine our own lives and sort of use the play and the process as a means of therapy and a way of dealing with these things. So my entire premise was geared around this line of "You are your life and nothing else," and we started to ask questions. We had really long discussions in rehearsal about what morality is and the confines of the play. I'm interested in the process and in the process being part of the final performance. And I didn't want to do another play that was lights up, lights down, some pretty transitions, really well blocked, but there's no real substance to it. I really wanted to tackle those themes, and I wanted our audience to have a window into our rehearsal process. So, it's going to be in the sense where you can't tell where the character ends and the actor ends, and their personal life is going to be intertwined with all of the work that we do on stage in different ways. I think that gives you a pretty vague idea of what I'm doing, but I'd like to keep it vague because you should come and see the show. The show goes up March 2nd is our preview, March 3rd is our opening, and it closes that Saturday, which I don't remember the number. Follow us on Facebook. Theatre Bassaris is got its own little page there. This can be posted on the Theatre Bassaris Facebook, and then if you're interested in a more comprehensive look and a more eloquent look at some of our premises and what we're doing in rehearsal, what we're getting up to, because our rehearsal process has been quite different than anything you would expect. So yeah, so check us out on the blog or follow us on Facebook, and really appreciate you guys coming out and checking out the support and seeing a bunch of emerging artists.